So today's video is about how to lose weight, but lose weight the right way. Just to make this video as simple as possible, let's boil down losing weight into its absolute bare essentials. It actually is a really simple process. In essence, weight loss can be put into one simple equation and that is energy in versus energy out. So in this scenario, how do you lose weight? Three possibilities. Either you reduce the amount of energy coming into your body, you increase the amount of energy going out of your body, or do both. Now, an important thing to understand in this is, why do people say it is 70% diet and only 30% exercise? Let me give you a couple of calorie values of general food you must be eating. A plain dosa has approximately 130 calories. 200 ml of whole milk, around 120-125 calories. A glass of Long Island iced tea, up to 300 calories, and a single Oreo cookie has 50-53 calories. So here you may start to understand why it is 70% diet and only 30% exercise, because consuming these calories, consuming a large amount of calories is really simple. But for all of y'all who actually work out, whoever tracked your workout, or even people who don't work out, burning these same 250 calories is not as easy as it sounds. After gaining all this knowledge, how do you lose weight? For sake of simplicity, let's take your current diet, whatever it may be. So there are online calculators where you can just go put in everything you eat and you'll have a very good idea of approximately how many calories you eat on a daily basis. So along with this, there are other calculators as well, which will tell you how much calories you burn on a daily basis. That is called your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. You put some of your physiological metrics into that and it will give you a rough idea of how many calories you burn every single day. So now you have a pretty good idea of how much you eat, how many calories you eat, and how many calories you spend. If you currently eat, for example, 2 chapatis, if we just reduce that to 1 chapati and keep every other thing the same, you essentially have a small deficit compared to what you were earlier eating. So your overall goal by calculating all this is the amount you eat, the amount of calories that go into your body should be lesser than the amount of calories you end up spending every single day. By doing this, there's a calorie deficit in your body, and just by that alone, you will start to lose some fat. So depending on whatever your conditions are, whatever your diet is, how hungry you feel, you don't necessarily have to stop eating some of the foods you eat. What you can do is replace them with slightly lower calorie replacements. For example, replace 1 chapati with like a bowl of salad. A small bowl of salad will barely have any calories as compared to your chapati. So ideally, this is where you should hire a dietitian or some trained professional who will check the amount of calories you actually need to eat to lose weight, and will actually distribute it into the macros, the protein, carbs, and fats that you need every single day. That is not a decision you ideally should be making. But in this scenario, we're just assuming that you don't have access to a dietitian or you can't hire one. So my suggestion is, don't go above 200 to 400 calories when you're in a deficit, because going anywhere above that, while may not necessarily be harmful, it's not something that's sustainable for the long run, and that's where it becomes a problem, because you won't be able to do that for long enough. Your body needs some time to adjust, your mind needs some time to adjust, and you in general, your daily life, you won't be able to sustain so easily if you stop eating too much altogether at once. But if you are in a very safe calorie deficit, 200 to 400 calories, you may start to feel hungry every single day just a bit. Like lunchtime, you may start to feel a little hungry. But remember, if you are at a less amount of calorie deficit, you do not need to eat. It is just that you have made some change in your body. You're not used to eating that one less chapati, so your body is just feeling hungry. You can just power through it as long as you're fine. I mean, as long as you give it some extra time, you will just get used to it. So let's move on to exercise now. For example, if you exercise and burn 300 calories, please do not eat that calories back in your food thinking, oh, I've burned 300 calories, I'll just eat it back. That is not how your weight loss will work. Your weight loss, essentially overall, by diet as well as exercise, you have to create a calorie deficit so your fat is being burnt. And if you just eat back whatever you're burning, you are practically staying at the same calorie input and output, and you won't really lose weight. Are you getting fitter if you're working out and eating? Definitely. But if your goal is to lose weight, you have to create that deficit for a good amount of time. My recommendation, try accommodating both. If you're eating healthier, if you're a small calorie deficit in your nutrition as well as exercising daily, you will create a good calorie deficit and you will get fitter in general because you're working out. But if you had to choose and prioritize one for whatever reason, Don't even think about it, get your nutrition in place. Nutrition plays the major role, because not eating 500 calories is a lot easier than actually burning 500 calories. And chances are, if you're a student or if you like a general working person, if you just don't eat that 1 or 2 packet of Lay's, you don't put sugar in your chai and coffee, and if you don't have that 1 packet of Oreos that you have on daily basis, you have created a good amount of deficit as compared to your regular diet, that you will eventually start to lose weight. So that's it. It's as simple as that. You don't need some fad diets, you don't need some extreme workouts, you don't need that pill coming from Amazon or like from Mars which you pop and you lose weight. Create a easy, simple calorie deficit in your body and you have to lose weight. Keep it simple, keep it clean. You don't need to complicate the process. And life is too short not to have fun. Don't make weight loss some dreadful journey you have to go through. Make it a process you can actually do easily on a daily basis and enjoy the process.